done a masterful job getting the most out of their talent.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Shake and bake. He's in at point guard. Also Johnson out there. Wood out there with Warren. And it's Johnston in at the forcing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
And that's an intentional foul. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive number.
Here's Shake and Bake. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
Here's Shake and Bake. His last outing, he had 8 points. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. And the foul called on 3. Both teams making substitutions here. And we've reached halftime in this one. Wizards lead by 8. And will return shortly. Second half beginning in just a moment. And so it's Washington.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Hess of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.
Oh, tired.
What you be doing?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Pistons in Detroit. Well, for Detroit, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard positions. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys will say, well, he's shooting too much, but no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim as the best point guard in the game today. Heard it here first.
And the only time he's not shooting, Kenny, is when he doesn't have it.
No question.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. See you later, folks.
Or if he's mentally shooting.
Great view from across the water, looking at a majestic Motor City skyline. We are live from the Palace of Auburn Hills for this Eastern Conference battle featuring the Pistons here in Detroit. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at Toronto. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
And when I look at Toronto, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I really think this is a dangerous team that could be a popular choice as a playoff sleeper.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. We've got Howell, and it's Stokes in at the 5. Home in the paint. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his...
It's Hawkins on the wing, and it's blocked. There's shake and bake. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, they're still going to have to be sharp on the defensive side of the floor. It's just that getting into a rhythm offensively is going to be the main focus here early on.
I'm with you on that mindset, but it does leave the door open for them to be taken advantage of at the defensive end.
The Cardinal gets the bucket. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Wizards in Washington.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
It's hauled in by Warren.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A pass to Wood. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Here is Hawkins. Shake and bake. He's in at the point. Also Johnson out there. Wood out there with Warren. And it's Johnston in at the 4. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's shake and bake. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet for. Here's the 3, and he gets the bucket.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's all me. That's all me.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Toronto with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's...
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Raptors lead by 17. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.